Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker set to get things started. Off we go from Kansas City. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 at quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
They're trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete. They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
In punt formation for the Eagles.
Returnable for Remigio. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special. And needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Quarterback's having a hard time establishing any sort of rhythm here early against this defense. He fails to connect on the first down pass. They give him another opportunity through the air on second, and it gets even worse. If they can't protect the quarterback and they can't get him some easy completions, it just makes everything for this play caller that much more difficult.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. That's going to be caught. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs. And in motion is Brown. On first down, it's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
On second down, Hurts. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And 7 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Mike Dana working his way in there to record the sack. Here's Braden Mann now. He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
First down throw. Mahomes. He'll get that complete. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. That'll be picked up by the Eagles.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball. So it needs needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
Try to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2. A little closer. Here's second and goal.
Pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
One of the tight ends motions right. Barkley. And he'll go down at the 4-yard mark.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal.
A 24-yard attempt.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. Into the secondary at the 45. 20, 15. He will go all the way. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
And this is no good. Unable to convert on the extra point, and it remains a 6-3 game. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12. At the 33.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. So one quarter in the books in this rematch of Super Bowl 57. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They'll start with a first and 10 at their own 20. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play. From the 22 now, here's second and 8. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. To the 45. Isaiah Pacheco. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
The kick is good. Makes the score Chiefs 13, Eagles 3.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with first down. He takes off. And nice work there. Go into a slide and gain about 7. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 3. Hurts going to hold on to this one. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. Here comes third and 6. Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to be fourth down.
3 plays and out. It's fourth down.
And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drop. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
Mahomes quickly out to Rice. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Yards on the play. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he's into the end zone yet again. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book. See if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. That's Goddard in motion. To throw on second down is Hurts. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Last 2 runs go nowhere and sets up third and zip over in a flash, and he lost the football. But it looks like the Eagles are able to corral it, so Philly will retain possession. On comes with the punter now, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Pacheco. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Chiefs first down.
First down.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That is caught. What a throw. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But like the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket that those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
The Chiefs will set up.
Pacheco going to try it on the ground. And he is not going to get in. Stopped on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. The Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Second down, they need 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Hurts.
38-yard line.
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
Now it's Hurts. Oh, a loose football. It's pulled in by the Chiefs. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It's clear from that 3rd down call, Mike, that they had already made up their mind that they would go for it on 4th down. Figured they still have that extra down in their pocket. On the defensive side of the field, now is the time to continue to be aggressive.
And he is going to have a Chiefs first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion. That is caught. And the Chiefs going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. This is quickly turning into a virtuoso performance. 4 first half touchdowns.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and before goes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
Butker now to add the PAT. And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando...
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first.
The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Pacheco. And a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. That is caught down the field. It's worthy. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
On the stop. A gain of 4. It's now second
Mahomes
and
now
6.
on second
At the
down.
7-yard line.
And he's in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, KC.
Touchdown.
Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
The Eagles offense ready for their first possession of the second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on first and 10. Here's Barkley, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Derek Nottie on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Man in motion is Brown. Second down throw for Hurts. He'll step up and run. Hurts will give himself up near at the end, but not before he picks up a first down.
That's good for the Eagles. First down.
He'll look to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
And this quarterback just continues to take a beating throughout the entire game. They have to find a way to keep him upright. Otherwise, I'm not sure if he's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Third and a long way to go.
Third down and 17.
Throwing is Hurts. Out wide, here's Smith. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. Here comes the Eagles punt team, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. Here's Remigio. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense and Hollywood Brown ready for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the ground, here's Pacheco. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now the former Russian champ. It's Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
That's another Kansas
Mahomes back. And that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd. That is caught by the tight end. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs. Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
The Chiefs.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Flushed to his left. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. That is Brian Cook, the safety, there to record the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Man in motion is Smith. Hurts using the pop pass. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well.
It's 3rd down.
3rd and long for Hurts. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 6 yards. Another 3 and out.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At their own 36-yard line.
A handoff to Pacheco. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7.
3-yard pickup.
On play action, it's Mahomes. This one, a deep shot for Rice. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very job defensively, stayed right with him, and will bring up third down. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. Woo! Down the right sideline. And he will score. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more. They'll throw out of the gun. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. So out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Barkley. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Flush to his right.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Got a tight end Calcaterra out to the left. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. On the run to the right. He'll try to run for it. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to pick it up on 3rd and 5.
Eagles 1st down. A gain of 7. 1st down, Eagles.
First carry for the Auburn alum, Tank Bigsby. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
Hurts going to keep it on the option. The defense not biting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes generally. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
a 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 7-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved, This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. That defensive unit was the driving force